AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like Gomez.
He started.
This is Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau's fault. You didn't surround him with the right guys. There's no way we knew who Cat was before he got here, and you didn't surround him. You put up Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson up first to go trade for Cat because you knew you didn't want to trade Dante DiVincenzo. The Nova Knicks was real. I don't want to get this twisted. I know I always harp on last year, but it's very different to have Dante and Mikal Bridges as your shooting guard and backup shooting guard. At some point, if Mikal would have been playing bad, we would have been like, all right, let Dante start, bro, because you ain't got it. And this guy has figured it out. Those four guys rotating around Cat is way different than waiting for Mitchell Robinson to come back. You can sit Cat down and have to rotate these dudes that are going to keep this up. And I haven't stressed enough that Leon Rose messed up and Tom Thibodeau messed up. They've been messing up since the Quentin Grimes trade. That was the first mess up. They've been making bad trades for 3 straight years, for a whole year now, calendar year. Because really, the Mikal Bridges trade wouldn't have been as bad if you didn't trade Cat for what you did. It's not all his fault. He's in the Western Conference Finals. He's 25 and 10 a night. It's not all his fault. AllBall is right. Without him, where would we be? Where would we be? That's a fact. But it's making the team's job harder playing defense the way he sleepwalks. He really falls asleep on defense. He does not move where he's supposed to be moving. Top of the key, the drop defense, none of that. He can't switch. He can't do nothing. It's beyond Matador. And then on top of that, you create offensive fouls. You should not be turning over the ball on a foul because that's a double strike. You're turning the ball over and you're getting a foul. So now you really can't play defense. Now you really can't earn that extra foul on smacking somebody at the rim and putting a body on them. You can't even do that because you just did a double tech basically on yourself. So these things matter, and he's not in the game. He's more concerned with scoring. He's playing too cool for me right now. He lost his edge. He was playing with an edge at a certain point, at least on offense. Bro, he was a top 3 MVP candidate. That's nothing to sneeze at, man. I said it. I was apologizing to him back then. So it's not, I'm giving him smoke because if Brunson is down, that's the guy everybody said was going to be the new leader when Brunson sits down. The same way if Brunson would have got hurt now and Randall was here, we would have looked to Randall to lead the offense and lead the team because that's what he was doing before. And all we can do is compare it to him. Am I disappointed? Hell yeah. I don't want to be right about Cat with this. And I also didn't want to be wrong about Leon Rose and them messing this up. They messed this up big time. And they got to make up for it because the salary cap and who knows what the hell the second apron. I got to learn what an apron is.
Can I ask you a quick question? You keep saying they messed this up. So just and I'm going to keep alluding to this. We wasn't going to be able to keep Hartenstein, right? Can we all agree to that? Were we going to be able to keep Hartenstein?
Not at that price point. Not at that price.
No, all right. So I just want to make that clear. So let's just say we keep Randall DiVincenzo. We don't get Cat or Bridges, and let's just say we replace somebody with Hartenstein. Let's just say we sign Kessler, right? Let's just say we sign a big man. You telling me that team, and I'm just asking, that team this year would have been championship contention or better than what we have now?
I wouldn't say championship contention.
No, I'm just asking.
They had to go and draft the #1 overall pick and trade 4 first-round picks to get a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year player to play next to Karl-Anthony Towns. Like, let's put this shit in perspective. I see y'all call me a glazer. Let me call y'all the fucking glazers that y'all are. Because y'all glazing Cat right now.
We're not even talking about
this shit.
No, but Flea, you flipping out for nothing, Flea.
For 8 years, you watched him as your best player. For 8 years. The one time he was in the playoffs, Jimmy Butler was there. Every time after that, the only time he reached the Western Conference Finals is after they drafted the #1 pick and went and got a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year player to play next to him. Like, we got to stop acting like we don't know what happened.
But Flea,
he's a great player. I'm not saying that.
But Flea, we all
But come
agree.
on, y'all.
But Flea,
Come
we
on.
all agree up here. Cat is a bad defender. That's what I'm saying. You doing that? We all hold on. I'm not. What I just asked has nothing to do with Cat being me trying to defend Cat or say he's not a bad defender. I'm asking Fabian because he always alludes to last season. I'm saying we had no chance to keep Hartenstein. So let's forget about that. If we replace him and we never get Cat and we never get Bridges and we still had Julius Randle and DiVincenzo, would that be a better team this season to where we are competing for a championship? That's all I'm asking.
I don't agree with that. No.
If
I don't think so.
if everybody else comes back, all we're missing is iHeart, right?
Right.
Are you making the Mikal Bridges trade?
No. What I'm saying is,
I'm just asking. Are you making the Mikal
bro,
Bridges trade?
I just come on, bro. I just said that. I said no.
Right,
That's the first thing I said.
I'm asking you what team are we dealing with? Because last year's team, just with Julius, but with just Julius Randle back, we would have to go get the kid that went to Washington because Kessler will be a trade. What's the Valanciunas is in Sacramento now. They traded for him. So if you have Valanciunas there, I still think we might be a matchup problem for Boston, but I can't see championship contention because I think iHeart meant that much to us. So I could agree with that, but when I'm referring to Leon Rosen and messing up isn't just that. What I'm referring to is the Quentin Grimes thing. Like in real time, I didn't know they messed it up, or I was okay with it because he wanted a spot up shooter, but it's not good. It wasn't a good trade, especially looking back on it now, being what he is. Because we like Quentin Grimes. I saw the video last year when you said AllBall. The problem is we got 3 or 4 players playing the same position. Quentin Grimes, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson. You got to trade one of them. That's why he's playing like that now. He lost his confidence. So when you trade for him, they traded for him like he wasn't who we thought he was. That was a bad trade at the end of the day. The Mikal Bridges thing right now, that's a bad trade. So when I say they messed up, you messed up what you could have had. Because if you would have given up Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson to get Cat, that's not bad. That's not bad, bro, because you come with the same team, minus Randle, Mitch, and iHeart, but at least you got Dante and Mikal Bridges there going into it. I would have been okay with that instead of trading Dante because you letting go of the depth that we had in January. That was probably, it would have been second to Boston and OKC depth-wise, and then, put Cleveland in the mix. But we would have been a deep team, AllBall.
I mean, I get what y'all both saying. I think the first time, and I don't know how long the front office is attempting to make the right moves. That team last season, like you just said, you agree, we were not title contenders. So I think they are trying to make moves to become title contenders.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Me, I agree with that.
Yeah, you said if we had Julius Randle and DiVincenzo this season, we would not be title contenders. I asked you that.
Right,
you said no.
Right.
So what I'm saying is the front
because last year's
office.
team healthy is a
Right, I'm
championship
talking about this
contending
shit.
team.
I'm saying this is the first time in I don't know how many years, and we all been Knicks fans forever. With the front office, we may not like the moves, but at least they're trying to make something happen. Maybe they said, okay, this is not the team that's going to win a title. Okay, let's make these moves. We were very excited about it. Well, I was, as far as with the Cat. I think the Mikal Bridges trade, if he can consistently be who we think he can be, what now OG is turning out to be, I think we're a totally different ball club. I think if he can be a lockdown defender like OG, or maybe just a notch below, and be consistent and score the basketball, to me, I think that's where the problem lies at. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Cat. Cat has to be better defensively. That is a fact. Between Cat and Luka is the worst 2 defenders I've ever seen in my life. That is a fact, Flea. I will never run from that. I will never hide from that. But I think, to me, the difference is the wings. We are in a league now where the wings run the league. And that's where we get killed that night in and night out. Every team we go against that got great wings, we get fried. We get fried. So I think more so, and I said it before the season started, we got to play great as a collective, meaning offensively and defensively. It doesn't matter how much Cat Brunson or OG and nobody averages. If we're not great together or both ends of the floor, Y'all are correct. We won't get out the first round no matter who we play. So, Flea, you are 100% correct. When it comes to defense, we are bottom. We have to get better at that. And like I said, if we want to do the pies or the percentage thing, I don't mind saying Cat deserves most of the blame. But I can't give him all of the blame because we expected Mikal Bridges to come in and be a defensive player of the year candidate, just like OG is turning out to be, and maybe be second or third all-team defense. He's not even in the conversation for that shit. So, you know, that's all I want to say as far as with that situation.
Yeah, I'm maxed out. I'm maxed out on what I have to say in regards to defense. I'm not gonna speak about it no more. I'll revisit it in the playoffs. And y'all could call me a Cat hater. That is fine.
They calling me that.
No, it's fine.
I'm saying like
this is Knicks rehab. We rehabbing through this Knicks season. It is fine. But this AllBall family. We family. This is not. I don't have no problem with that.
We're so they don't get it. We're so upset even when we win. That's what we do. I don't care if we win.
This is what we do. Like,
we don't like how we won. What we talk about all the time. How did you win?
I'm talking
about. Do you practice that shot?
Phoenix is playing Houston right now, right? And I don't know what's going on because I'm on Knicks rehab. But as you was talking, I just have the glimpse. And whatever happened with a call and it's being reviewed, this is the difference with us in good/great teams. Udoka was out there talking to the refs, and his whole coaching staff was with him. And they're conversing and talking to the referee, trying to figure out what's going on. You know what happens when we go through that? Nothing. We have some problems, and Flea, you're correct. A lot of us and a lot of y'all in that chat, it's more than just offense. It's chemistry, it's defense, it's everything. And when I see things like that, that's part of what we're missing as well. I just want to say that because you rarely see that where the whole fucking coaching staff is in the middle of the court, and as Udoka's talking, the assistant coaches is chiming in, and they're all right there. And for me, I get jealous because when we have those moments, Thibodeau is out there by his fucking self, and you don't know who nobody else is on the coaching staff. We have a lot of problems, and everybody in the chat and my brothers up here as Knicks fans, we got to figure this shit out or we will never be championship contenders because we don't move like it. More times than so, we don't play like it, and we damn sure don't act like it.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.